Right, and here we are again on a Friday night, and yet again it's a grey, miserable night, and apparently it's going to wear it down tomorrow, so let's make the most of it. And another week has gone by, and I have not found any need for the use of trigonometry or calculus yet again. Right, and I see you all sitting there saying, why have we got the most miserable bugger in the club emceeing? It's because no other bugger will do it. Right, so tonight we are starting off. We're not having me first tonight, so all these people who come in late on purpose to miss me are going to be disappointed because we have Mike Hawkins. Over to you, Michael.
Hiya. The first song is called Steal Away. It's a pretty well-known song, so it's got a good chorus, so if you want to sing away in your living rooms, then it'll be fine. Steal away, let's steal away. No reason left to stay. For me and you, let's start anew. And darling, let's steal away. Let's steal away and chase some dreams and hope they never find us. The dreary days, the empty nights, we'll leave them all behind us. Steal away, let's steal away. No reason left to stay. For me and you, let's start anew. And darling, let's steal away. We'll leave behind the city streets, the gloom and desolation, the rain and cold, just growing old. God knows it's a hard old station. Oh, steal away, let's steal away. No reason left to stay. For me and you, let's start anew. And darling, let's steal away. We'll leave with just our memories and make a new beginning. We have to choose to win or lose. It's time we started winning. Oh, steal away, let's steal away. No reason left to stay. For me and you, let's start anew. And darling, let's steal away. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Lots of old you're missing. Anyway, the second.
You're on Jeff
second one-
Durno's list. You're on Jeff Durno's list for singing that one now. He's on the list. He was looking daggers then. Ooh.
Well, he's been on mine for a while because he finished a couple of mine as well, the bugger.
We all pinch them from each other.
We only borrow them anyway, don't we? Anyway, this This second song is about the emigration from Ireland in mid 1800s because of the potato famine. There's some came over to England, some to America, and this song's about a fella who decided to come to England, or go to England, not come to England, go to England, and his girlfriend's family decided to go to America, so they were separated. It's called My Love Is in America. Called to this place by my working hand, the sea crossing turned my inside. We left to the sound of a marching band. We sailed at the change of the tide. When I saw Mary, her father said, they were sailing across the deep blue for brighter days in a promised land, and Mary's going there too. But I keep her in my mind. There's a picture on my wall. My love is in America. My love could be anywhere at all. Oh, how he cried on that darkest night, everyone leaving the land, the old generation just sitting tight, all us young bucks making plans. I am using the name of another man to get a new job with more pay. I walk these strange streets for a better life. London's the place, so they say. But I keep her in my mind. There's a picture on my wall. My love is in America. My love could be anywhere at all. The music's the one thing that's travelled well. We meet up and play from our soul. In the kitchen, the workplace, the seven bells, it gives us a glimpse of our home. Maybe I'll go out to New York State. Maybe I'll get up and go. Maybe I'll go back to my hometown. If there's some work, I don't know. But I keep her in my mind. There's a picture on my wall. My love is in America. My love could be anywhere at all. I have sent many letters to no avail. Her silence is deafening to me. Maybe she's living with another man out in the new country. Until I know, I'll keep her in my mind. There's a picture on my wall. My love is in America. My love could be anywhere at all. My love is in America. My love could be anywhere at all.
I like them.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much there, Michael. Where's your missus? Is she still watching telly?
She stood just here. She's just coming in. Look, there she is.
Oh, there we are, Sheila. Get in your seat at the back. Go on. We miss you with the backing vocals.
No, I'll pick them then.
Right, just
she's
to
going to look after the cats
right,
now. She's worrying about the cats because we had an interloper last night, and I got up at 5:30 this morning. There was a cat in the kitchen going mad trying to get out because we'd had to leave the cat flap open to come in but not go back out because one of our cats decided he wasn't going to come in last night. So
we have to get one of these chip-operated things.
oh, we thought about that and decided not to.
Oh, you a chip pan? You couldn't
Normally,
put a cat in a chip pan.
no, you don't cook them. No, they
Microwave cats, don't
they're
you?
normally very good. They come in at about 11:30 or so. But last night was really warm, so she was really comfortable outside and stayed outside. Little devil.
Why aren't you in your bed at 11:30?
Terrible.
Oh, we're night owls.
Dirty
Oh,
stop
God.
out he is.
Yeah.
I'm getting up for my first wee at 11:30. Right, we'll just recap through my list and then everybody knows when they're on. Next we have the lovely John Warburton,
Lovely. Blimey.
and then
Changing glasses.
new to the club, we have Colin. And then we'll have a vid from Gwyn, followed by Dave Heitch, Alan, Gaffer, and me.
Just beware, the video from T. Gwyn this week has had me crying. Since he sent it to me to put the words on it for him, I'm thinking about it now. I mustn't.
You were crying last week.
It's
Weren't
the
you?
language. John,
Yeah, get
Iaith
a
and Evoid, it's the language of heaven. That's what makes you cry.
Oh, get a grip, man. Come on. Roger, I see you've got, I don't know if it's a guitar or a bass behind you. Are you doing anything for us at all?
Oh, hang on, I'll unmute him.
It's a bass guitar, actually. No, I don't think my singing voice has quite come back yet. How many monologues have you got tonight?
Well, I've got a possible, but I can scrap
Well,
that for
later on,
another night.
let's see how we go in the second half, because I've got one. Is Nick here tonight?
No.
Oh, pity, because I've got one about a zoo.
Oh, it'll be recorded. Don't you worry, it'll be recorded.
Yeah.
Only if it fits in, shall we, whenever you think.
Lovely.
It can be another time. It could be another week.
Thank you, Rog.
No, because we haven't got a Mr. Killian here tonight either. I think Nick's sulking because I took the piss out of his haircut last week.
Fair play. That's fair comment, John.
Yeah. I mean, it did look like a bloody chimpanzee had done it, didn't it? Let's be honest. But I've been out this week and I've had a proper haircut. Look at that, eh?
Yeah, let's see that.
Look at that. Yeah. Right. Okay. Enough of
You
this.
should know about chimpanzees, John, because I believe you used to extract the chimpanzees' teeth for them.
I did. Well, it's perhaps not advisable to say in public, but yes.
Oh,
A lot.
because you did it with National Health pliers. Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah. Many years ago, Nick said, "Do you want to take a tooth out of a chimpanzee?" And I think I must have been a bit pissed at the time when I agreed to it. So I went down to the zoo this afternoon. It was an upper incisor. I thought, well, that can't be difficult, can it? It was the one called Tuppence, who was sort of a youngster at the time. It was a
He
baby.
was at our wedding.
It was a baby tooth. I thought, this can't be that tough, can it? A baby tooth, piece of pudding. So I went down, and I don't know if you remember David Taylor, the zoo vet. He used to have a program on the telly back in the sort of 80s. And there was David Taylor there. He was giving the anaesthetic, and he had a sort of a nurse with him. And there was a vet from Colwyn Bay. I won't mention his name because he was an absolute arse.
Oh, that one.
So-
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. No, he was okay, actually. It was a nice bloke. But I said to David Taylor, I said, why aren't you doing this? He said, I thought you might. I said, what's the sort of labial plate like? He said, like armour plate. like armour plate, he said. Oh, and it was. Oh, and anyway, I got the thing out in the end, but there was a bit of cursing and swearing. But we did it in the end.
Do the tooth fairies come to chimpanzees?
I think they bring them a banana, a nice soft banana.
Tooth fairies cost me a lot this last week.
But the check's still in the post from sort of 25 years ago, apparently. Right, where are we? We digress. It's John.
Hello.
John, he's all strapped up and ready, and off we go. I will shut myself up, John.
Oh, you're all right. Don't worry. I like a bit of banter. This is called The Gift. And although it says it's for you, it isn't. It's for a young lady of my acquaintance who's upstairs, so. This is my gift to you. I hope you'll take it. This is my song for you. I hope you'll like it. It's born of the love that I have for you. Born of a love that's oh so true. And it's written to say that I love you forever. And the power of love will raise the sun. Another day will brightly come. We can dance and have some fun until evening. And the moon and stars will shine at night. And I will kiss and hold you tight. And we'll make love all through the night till the morning. In actual fact, nowadays it's more like, and I will kiss and hold you tight, and then I'll snore right through the night. And we'll wake up in the morning light together. This is my gift to you. I hope you like it. This is my song for you. I hope you'll take it. Born of the love that I have for you. It's born of a love that's oh so true. And it's written to say that I love you forever and ever and ever.
God, you
Thank you.
really do write some bloody good songs there, John.
Thank you very much indeed.
You dragons are softies, really, aren't you?
Yes, yes, I'm afraid so. I mean, I've known her since I was, well, we've been going out since we were 15, and I've still not swapped her yet. She must have something that that's worth keeping hold of, if you'll pardon the expression. She's a wonderful lady. Dave Heitch played this one at Not the Oak on Monday, and I thought, I've not played that for years, and I'll probably forget the words to it. So Dave will slap me around the head and said, I did it better than you, and he does. But there you go. This is a Donovan song, because Donovan taught me how to play finger-picking style anyway, so...
Should
Should I unmute Dave? Should I unmute Dave in case he needs to help me out with the words?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, 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 Why do you treat me like you do? Hey, 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 why do you treat me like you do? I seen you going out, there was nothing I could say. I hung around your house till the very break of day, and you came a-laughing down the bright highway. Now why do you treat me like you do? You say that you're a young gal, I guess that's your big excuse. But sometimes I feel so low down, I wanna shout out, what's the use? When you've been loving someone else, you don't try to hide. You take me for a fool, then you take me for a ride. Hey, 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 why do you treat me like you do? Are you seen my face, gal, with the tears all down my mouth? You came up, you held my hand, gal, you don't know what it's all about. When you've been loving someone else, you don't try to hide. You take me for a fool, then you take me for a ride. Hey, 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 why do you treat me like you do? My mornings, they're all empty now. My evenings, they're just the same. But maybe I've been thinking wrong about you, gal, and you ain't really the one to blame. Keep on loving someone else, now don't you try to hide. You can take me for a fool if it keeps you satisfied, 'cause I ain't gonna be the one to ask the reason why do you treat me like you do. Thank you.
Lovely, John. Lovely stuff. Oh, I see Chaz and Jan are here.
Let's get them on. Let's unmute them for a minute. Bless them.
Sorry, we just had a double Zoom meeting with the Scouts.
Did you sort them out?
We played a version of Scouting Family Fortune.
My mind is boggling.
If you thought you were coming late to miss me, so I've put myself on later tonight. Oh.
So, Chaz, are you going to play that guitar I sold you several years ago and you've had time to practice on?
He plays it.
He plays it.
Yeah.
Good. So he plays it by proxy.
When he visits.
Excellent.
Alan, it did actually form the centre of attention at Jonathan's wedding when we all came together to sing Fisherman's Friends.
Excellent.
The
Lovely.
whole family, so our family song.
Is that let's all suck on the fisherman's friend?
No.
The Bernard.
Come on, you know hopers.
That's the one. Yeah.
On the road to nowhere, let's find out where it goes.
Oh, they could do that.
Might be a ladder to the stars, who knows? Come on, you know hopers, you jokers and rogues. And then Matty does the verse then.
Excellent. We'll have to drag him on when he's next home. It's a must.
Well, I
Okay.
think we could. I think we could have that pair on. You've got a week to practice.
Yeah, yeah.
Next week you're on. Okay.
Don't try any of that clever Jeff Durno finger picking nonsense. You strum it, lad.
No, he's not up to that.
Acapella maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
yeah.
lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
Acapella's good.
Everybody hear that? Thumbs up if you heard that. That's a promise, isn't it? Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. We'll mute you now. We've had enough of you. They've gone.
Right. Where are we now? Now, this week, or I think it might have been last Friday, I got an email from Colin. And it was sort of said, did we accept foreigners? We'll take any bugger. In fact, hopefully, if we get Natalia here from Moscow later, she's promising us a verse, isn't she? This
She
week, I
said
think.
so, yeah. She said so last week.
So we'll see if the Russian connection joins
So is
us.
Colin in Russia? Is that what you're suggesting?
No,
Colin?
no, I'm in Devon.
Devon. Lovely,
Tell us about your club then, Colin.
Well, I run a singer the Sidmouth Folk Festival. I run a theme sing around, but of course we're not doing Sidmouth this year, so I've been running a virtual theme sing around with people from various parts of the country, and been getting along to a local folk club virtually that I haven't normally been able to get to very much. So I'm enjoying travelling around the country.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to have you, and you do know that Devon people are just Welshmen who turned left at the 7, don't you? And beware, we've got a Cornishman. Oh, he's just below you on my picture. He could poke you like that.
Right.
Gaffer's a Cornishman there.
Yeah.
So, oh, he's doing it. Oh. I'll shut up now.
Right, yeah, we'll leave you to it, Colin.
Right, sure. This is a song which was inspired by my son when he lived up in London. Used his mobile phone for doing everything, like finding his way across Wimbledon Common and finding out when the bus was coming and what the weather was going to do and so on. So this is a song called Who Gives a Hoot? Carrier pigeons once did bear vital messages through the air. In the Hogwarts world of J.K. Rowling, messages were sent by owling. These feathered friends no longer use to send the latest bits of news. In laptop, tablet, mobile phone, hear a different warbling tone. To wit, to who tweets to the Apple app and BlackBerry. To wit, to whom tweets to the Apple app and BlackBerry. It seems that everyone succumbed to typing messages with their thumbs, minutiae of their lifestyle tweeting with emote iconic greeting. Let the world know in the hour when you crap or take a shower, or gourmet feast of bread and jam, share every meal by Instagram. To wit, to who tweets to the Apple app and BlackBerry. To wit, to who tweets to the Apple app and BlackBerry. As long as everybody knows, there's no need for lengthy prose. This messaging is so newfangled, spelling and the grammar mangled. To send a text by mobile phone needs a language of its own, and tweets need keystroke brevity 240 for you to see. To wit, to who tweets to the Apple app and BlackBerry. To wit, to who tweets to the Apple app and BlackBerry.
what the weather will do today. Use GPS to find your way, and with app and nimble thumbing, find out when your bus is coming. So city lass and urban man, text and Twitter while you can. To modern life I am an exception. Where I live there's no reception. To wit, to what tweets to me a robin on the blackberry. To wit, to what tweets to me a robin on the blackberry.
Lovely. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Don't normally associate sort of modern songs with that instrument. It's usually as I walked out one May morning.
That's right, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Okay, second song is written by Derbyshire folk singer called Linda Woodruff, and it tells of the mining, start again, tells of the Aberfan disaster, and it's quite poignant to me because I did my teaching practice in the next village, Troyderoo, in the following year after the disaster. So yeah. Tommy, get your shoes put on. Tommy, can you hear me? Here's your satchel, run along. Tommy, can you hear me? Learn your lesson well for me. Tommy, can you hear me? And I'll buy fishes for our tea. Tommy, can you hear me? With the teachers, girls and boys. Tommy, can you hear me? What a dreadful rumbling noise. Tommy, can you hear me? The cry went up, run one and all. Tommy, can you hear me? The slag heap's gone, it's hit the school. Tommy, can you hear me? Digging miners together stand. Tommy, can you hear me? While women dig with their bare hands. Tommy, can you hear me? Little Tommy, limp and cold. Tommy, can you hear me? Carried out in a miner's hole. Tommy, can you hear me? Some women cry with pure relief. Tommy, can you hear me? While I and others cry with grief. Tommy, can you hear me? Let me hold him while he sleeps. Tommy, can you hear me? Angels sing while Mummy weeps. Tommy, can you hear me? Lay his body side by side. Tommy, can you hear me? Among his friends with whom he died. Tommy, can you hear me? Pure white coffins, one by one. Tommy, can you hear me? Buried 'neath the autumn sun. Tommy, can you hear me? Now 50 years off now gone by. Tommy, can you hear me? But I will love you till I die. Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, get your shoes put on.
I bet that one Alan crying, didn't he?
Boom, 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 boom.
Right. Oh, what a lovely song. I'm a bit stuck for words here. Right. Anyway, while we're in the Welsh frame of mind, have we got Gwyn's video queued up there, Ellen?
We've got it queued up, and I'll just start doing the old screen sharing, and I shan't piddle about in the middle of it this week. So you'll hopefully hear the whole thing. And then I think we've got a live song from GWERIN afterwards as well. So I'll start it rolling any moment now, and then I'll shut up.
This week's offering is a poem by the Archdruid, Myrddin ap Dafydd, called Cawod Eira. It's very similar in theme to a song Jeff sings, a Tom Waits song, I Hope I Don't Fall in Love with You. It's about a brief encounter in a bar and the ramifications of that encounter as it travels. Cawod Eira. Hanner awr ar gornel glyd y bar. Unau ddau a'i llygaid braidd yn sgwar. Roeddwn unau wedi cael fy siar pan hwyliodd hi mewn I mywyd I. Pluen eira'n chwarae ngolau'r nos. Roedd ei chwerthin yn ei gwneud hi'n glos. Torri gair a minnau'n tynnu stôl a hithau'n tynnu'n halon ar ei hôl. Dim ond cawod eira ar ddechrau Mawrth oedd hyn, ond wedi iddi ddisgyn yr oedd fy myd yn wyn. Daw eto wyn tymeiriol a'r gwanwyn ddaw i'n cwrdd, ond mi fydda i'n dal I wylio ôl ei thraed yn cerdded I ffwrdd. Wyddwn I ddim wrth bwyso ar y pren, y medrwn unau eto golli mhen. Wyddwn I ddim ei bod hi'n noson wen, nes hwyliodd hi mewn I mywyd I. Dim ond cawod eira, ond mae'n newid byd. Mae'n wynach nag y bu, ers dwni'n pryd, trio anghofio, ond I be? Mi roth hi ar y ddeiar, darn o'r ne. Cau y bar, a cholli cwmni hi, criwiau'n chwalu fesul 2 neu 3. Gadael gwen a geiriau gyda mi, a hwyliodd hi ffwrdd o mywyd I.
Ooh, ooh, what can you say? Welsh culture at its best. Wow. Are you on, John? Yes, you are.
Yes. Is that Helen?
I don't know. I've asked.
British Columbia, Helen?
It is me.
Oh,
Somewhere.
lovely.
Oh,
There she is. There she is.
Are you singing us for us tonight, Helen?
If you have room for me to do one, I will.
Oh, we'll find, well, I'm sure we'll find. Right, okay, let's.
We'll fit her in, definitely.
Yeah, we've got. I'll work something out. We've got Gwyn next. He's sort of up and running, ready to go, and then we'll sort you out, Helen.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Gwyn, I'll just unmute him before he starts singing. I've unmuted him.
Right,
Can we hear you?
Thank you for that. This is a Vaughan Houghton song, country and western song, I suppose. But I came across it from a group in the 60s called the McGill Five, and they turned it into a ska or a bluebeat song. So I drift between country and western and ska. You'll know the song. It's a popular one. Where? Oh, let me get it right. No, we'll get rid of that. There we go.
Get off your horse and milk it.
When the sun in the morning peeks over the hill, and kisses the roses round of my windowsill. Then my heart fills with gladness when I hear the trill of the birds in the treetop on Mockingbird Hill. Tra-la-la, triddly-dee-dee. There's peace and goodwill. You're as welcome as the flowers on Mockingbird Hill. Tra-la-la, triddly-dee-dee. There's peace and goodwill. You're welcome as the flowers on Mockingbird Hill. Got a 3-cornered plough and an acre to till. Moo that I bought for a $10 bill. There's a tumble-down shack and a rusty old mill, but it's home, sweet home, on Mockingbird Hill. Tra-la-la, triddly-dee-dee. There's peace and goodwill. You're welcome as the flowers on Mockingbird Hill. When it's late in the morning and I climb the hill and survey my kingdom, while everything's still, only me and the moon and the old whippoorwill singing that song on Mockingbird Hill. Tra-la-la, triddly-dee-dee. There's peace and goodwill. You're welcome as the flowers on Mockingbird Hill. There we go. It's it gets exciting. It makes me watch the playback on Saturday, and I get to cringe at all the fluffed chords. So it's good stuff.
No, that's coming on really well now, Gwen. I mean, Christ, I hate. There's nothing worse than listening to yourself, especially when you shout like me. But
come on.
Hang on there, you're all right.
Because I think I talk Queen's English, and you listen to myself, and there's this bloke from Burnley on.
Practically unintelligible.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean practically? What?
Who wants to talk like the Queen?
The chimpanzee is still complaining, so didn't understand a word he said. The chimpanzee.
Queen doesn't even talk like that.
I just realised, John, we haven't had a chat with Ruth and Andrew. Look, they're sitting there patiently. Look, she's prodding at the screen.
Yeah.
I've asked them to unmute. They won't. They won't unmute. Maybe they will.
Come on.
There they are. Look, because earlier on. Singers were a bit thin on the ground, and we thought we'd have to ask Andrew to do one.
Yeah, I had Andrew down for Fields of Athenry.
Oh yeah.
No.
That's his favourite.
Have you ever seen Dallas from a DC9 at night? That's his song. That's the one we want.
Yeah. Well, you'd have cleared the screen.
Dallas is a jewel. Dallas is a beautiful sight.
Yeah. But Dallas is a jungle. Dallas won't treat you right.
Yes.
Do you not like Fields of Athenry?
No.
He did it once.
I absolutely hate it.
He did it once under serious duress.
Yes.
We had to drop the key a couple of octaves for him.
AKA very drunk.
Oh. Lovely.
Right, what
Who
we
have we
got?
got?
Okay, my modified list is Dave next, then Alan, then Gaffer, and Helen, if you could come in after Gaffer.
I can do.
I'm sorry, but it's a difficult act to follow.
Have you got a bucket and shovel? That's the thing. Where is he? I can't find him on the screen. Oh, he's gone walkabout.
I can't find him either.
And then that
yeah.
with just me left, so you can all go for the bog then. And then second half we'll squeeze Roger in for a monologue somewhere in the second half, but I'll get to that later.
I've unmuted David. He's girded his loins. Look at him. His loins are well and truly girded. Right, I'll shut up now.
I better move down. You can't have you staring at my loins.
Oh, there we are. Oh, that's better. That's better.
Right, this is for all those fellas whose lives have been blighted by a domineering woman. The younger it happens, the more traumatic the effect. Take it from one who knows. Valerie Wilkins comes to play. She is always leader. She always wants her own way. The rotten, selfish infant. The reason she bosses me. I'm 3'7" and she's 4'3", and besides she's 3 months older than me. So I do what I'm told. 'Cause she is 6 1/4 and I'm just 6 years old. Who's that knocking on my door? Big Valerie Wilkins, and she lives next door. Curses, curses, she wants to play at nurses and I want to play at war. Sometimes when she's in a good mood, she lets me play at cowboys. Right now she's got a nurse's apron on, so we'll have to play at hospitals now, boys. There's no fun for me in store. She makes me lie in bed for an hour or more and pretend I've got pneumonia when I've only got a cold. 'Cause she's 6 1/4 and I'm just 6 years old. Who's that knocking on my door? Big Valerie Wilkins, and she lives next door. Curses, curses, she wants to play at nurses and I want to play at war. The other day at tea time, says I want to play with me rifle. Valerie threw a tantrum, spat right in me trifle. Blimey, she screamed at me, pulled my hair and kicked me on the knee, causing me to spill my tea all on me sausage roll. 'Cause she is 6 1/4 and I'm just 6 years old. Who's that knocking on my door? Big Valerie Wilkins, and she lives next door. Curses, curses, she wants to play at nurses and I want to play at war. 3 months later I realised I was 6 1/4. I chased after Valerie, couldn't hardly hold me patience. I was happy as could be, but when I told my mum, she explained to me, you can never be as old as Valerie. And she began to laugh. 'Cause you may be 6 1/4, son, but Valerie's 6 1/2. Who's that knocking on my door? Big Valerie Wilkins, and she lives next door. Curses, curses, she wants to play at nurses and I want to play at war.
That was cute.
I don't know what your problem is, David. I'm always trying to get Leslie into her nurse's kit, but can't get her interested most of the time. But if you're not into uniforms, well, that's it. What else have you got for us, Dave?
Try wearing it yourself and see what the reaction is.
I'm going to stop. I was going to tell a little story then, but I just remembered it's being recorded. No, that's it.
Yes.
She's had the kitchen knife. She's had the kitchen knife in her hand today already. I had to take the kitchen knife off and put it quietly back in the drawer. Close the drawer. So I'm not going there.
Right, we better redress the balance a bit here. Throw another log on the fire. Fix me up some bacon and some beans. Jack the car up, change the oil and fix the tire. Mend my socks and sew my old blue jeans. Fill my pipe and fetch my carpet slippers. Then boil me up another pot of tea. Then throw another log on the fire. Then come and tell me why you're leaving me. Don't I let you wash the car on Sunday? Don't I warn you when you're getting fat? Ain't I gonna take you fishing with me someday? A man can't love a woman more than that. Ain't I always nice to your kid sister? Don't I take a driving every night? So sit here at my feet, 'cause I like you when you're sweet, and you know it ain't feminine to fight. So throw another log on the fire. Fix me up some bacon and some beans. Jack the car up, change the oil and change the points and change the plugs and fix the tires. Black my socks and done my old blue jeans. Come on, baby, fill my pipe and fetch my carpet slippers. Then boil me up another pot of tea. Then throw another log on the fire. Then come and tell me why you're leaving me.
That's not kind.
Right.
My wife is out of earshot.
Oh, my husband is so unkind. He's just been saying to our dog, as he caught your song coming out, he's going, throw another dog on the fire. I'm like, poor little dog. Oh.
So what time is it in in British Columbia, Helen?
It is just a shade under 1 p.m.
Blimey, it's a funny old world. There are people upside down at the other end of it, apparently.
Yes, I think they probably are.
Can't deal with that. 1 o'clock. That's very odd.
Yeah. It does seem a bit weird because I feel like I should be having a beer with a folk session, but it's a bit early for that here.
Well, why?
1 o'clock? That's gone 12, isn't it?
Because the day, there's still half the day to go. I'd never managed to get through it.
When they reopened the pubs in England was it fortnight ago? Yeah. There was one there opened at 6 o'clock in the morning. I forget which particular pub it was.
But apparently we can depend upon people's common sense.
Of course we can.
Yeah, we've always been able to do that.
My wife has just informed me that in Aberdeen, when the trawlers came back, they rolled straight into the pub at sort of 5 o'clock in the morning. But when you've been out fishing all night, I suppose that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And in the docks of Tilbury, the pubs would stay open all night for when the dockers are changing shifts. The pubs never closed.
Yeah, when you're on shift work, like your times are all out as well, aren't they? It's like here, I kind of think of myself as being on shift work.
Right, Alan.
I remember being a nurse and going home 7:30 in the morning and having a pint before I went to bed.
Yeah.
Will you wear your outfit for John?
Sorry?
I said, will you wear your outfit for John?
Oh no, I'm afraid I didn't wear an outfit. I was in mufti all the time.
Oh, don't use words like mufti. We're in enough trouble already, thank you.
It's a family
I shall
show.
mute myself and shut up.
And me.
Right, we'll all shut up and let you get on with it, Alan.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. I've got a James Taylor song because I haven't done James Taylor song for a while. I got a couple of James Taylors, maybe. It depends how the first one goes. I might do the second one once the first one. Anyway, this is Sweet Baby James, which was not about James Taylor. It was about his nephew, his brother. His brother's wife or lady had a baby, and they called it James after James Taylor. Well, he thinks it's after himself. And so he wrote a song for it called Sweet Baby James, and this is it. It's got a good chorus, so I expect to see during the chorus, you know, the muted stuff. It's, yeah, right, here we go. There is a young cowboy lives on the range. His horse and his cattle are his only companions. He works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyon, waiting for summer, his pastures to change. And as the moon rises, he sits by the fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer, closing his eyes as the doggies retire. He sings out this song that is soft and it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. Sings good night, all you moonlight ladies. Rockabye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams? Yes, and rockabye, oh sweet baby James. Now the 1st of December was covered with snow. Yes, and so was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. And the bunches seemed green like on account of the frosting. But 10 miles behind me and 10,000 more to go. There's a song that they sing as they take to the highway, a song that they sing as they take to the sea, a song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you can believe it if it helps you to sleep, but singing seems to work fine for me. This is your bit now. So good night, all you moonlight ladies. Rockabye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues for the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams? Yes, and rockabye, oh sweet baby James. Rockabye, oh sweet baby James. Rockabye, oh sweet baby James. Well, there you go.
Can you turn your overall volume down a tad, Alan.
Of
You're
course I can.
a wee bit piercing on everything.
Lovely, lovely. I've turned the little thing anti-clockwise. I hope that helps.
Splendid, mate. Splendid.
What was I going to do next? I can't remember. Shouldn't have been taking the cap off. It's worth it. It is worth a few seconds of your life. It is worth it.
How are you managing to do, as it says, without Andrew to help you?
Well, you can't see it perhaps, but he's doing this business, you know.
I've just seen something on Facebook earlier this morning who said, tuning your guitar is not sexy.
You're quite right, you're quite right. I shouldn't have bought cheap, that's what I've done. Here's a song written by Joni Mitchell, but she wasn't there, if that's a clue. Maybe that's a clue.
Oh, I know which one you're on about.
Here we go.
Came upon a child of God, he was walking along the road. When I asked him, where are you going? This he told me, I'm going down to Yasker's farm, think I'm joining a rock and roll band. I camp out on the land, try to set my soul free. We are stardust, we are golden. We've got to get ourselves back to the garden. And may I walk beside you? I have come here for to lose the small, and I feel just like a cog in something turning. Maybe it's the time of year, or maybe it's the time of mine, and I don't know who I am, but life's for learning. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere was song and celebration. I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky, turning into butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
Oh, fluff, 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 fluff. Couple of harmonics covers everything. Thank you very much. You're very kind.
Almost spot on there, Alan. Almost spot on.
Almost. It's the story of my life. Almost spot. Then honey.
Right, where are we now? We've got. No, he hasn't. No, my wife is butting in here. She's saying Alan's got another one. No, he hasn't. It did Sweet
No,
Baby
that was
James.
my second one. Yeah.
He ain't getting more than 2. No, the bugger's getting more than 2.
Thank you very much.
He's not
I
getting
was
more than
playing
2.
along with you there, Al.
Thank you very much. Thank you, John. It would have
Right.
been confusing if I heard you, because you'd probably be about half a second out of sync with what you hear, you see. What goes around... Have you ever tried
Exactly.
that?
Exactly.
It works like that.
I have, yeah.
I'll shut up and I'll
We
only
had the
Gaffer
one.
John.
Yeah, well, I'm sort of doing a lot tonight because I'm making notes as well because I'm doing the blog tomorrow. So I'm juggling a lot of plates here.
Right.
So the blog might be a bit short tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Who's next?
Anyway, moving down. There he is. There we have Gaffer. Young Gaff. Oh, and he's unmuted. We can hear him in all his glory.
Moving up, surely.
Oh, you could say that. Another bit of ethnomusicology coming up. There is a difference. There is a distinction between a chorus and a refrain. And not knowing what the difference was, or having forgotten what the difference was, I like to sing this one because it's got both. It's all about giving people advice, because I've had a lot of advice in my time and I've ignored a great deal of it. And look at me now. When I was young and not so old, I did believe all I was told. They told me that the world was flat. Camborne Hill put paid to that. Yes, Camborne Hill put paid to that. And I know better now. When I was young and not so old, I did believe all I was told. They told me kissing wasn't done. I found out 'twas, and it's damn good fun. Oh yes it is, and it's damn good fun. And I know better now. When I was young and not so old, I did believe all I was told. They told me of the fires of hell. Church was chilly, I chose well. Church was chilly, I chose well. And I know better now. When I was young and not so old, I did believe all I was told. They told me of the wage of sin, but the perks are good and it's interesting. The perks are good and it's interesting. And I know better now. When I was young and not so old, I did believe all I was told. Drink is deadly, they did say, but thirst'll kill in a matter of days. Thirst'll kill in a matter of days. And I know better now. When I was young and not so old, I did believe all I was told. Smoking kills, the experts cried. It cures kippers, I replied. It cures kippers, I replied. And I know better now. When I was young and not so old, I did believe all I was told. They said 'twas time I took a wife, so I took all theirs and run for me life. One by one, and I run for me life. And they know better now. There. What note did I finish on then, Alan?
That last note was in the key of Q.
I thought it was somewhere around there.
I can just hear dogs barking everywhere. That has gone.
Oh, well, yeah, that set him off. It seems
Who let the dogs out?
that does it. When Colin started playing, the dog was giving a howl. That's
Who's
why
got dogs?
tonight.
No, it's not my dog. I know that.
Whose dog's that? Oh, it'll be Douglas. No.
Yeah, it's my grand dog.
Oh, your grand dog.
I've got a grand dog. We've been looking after him today, and boys just come up to take him down.
Cute.
A bit rough, that.
I suppose I have taken to singing lately about megalomaniacs, and I thought perhaps I'd give Napoleon a break this week and go for a different megalomaniac. And well, this is one from, I suppose, over 100 years ago. I must have been very young when I first heard it. Yeah. Kaiser Billy was a kraut. He wore his helmet inside out. A bloody great spike went down through his brain, and he won't make that mistake again. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, farewell, Kaiser Bill. Now Kaiser Billy held this war, Christ knows what he held it for. Beat the Belgians, dodged the Dutch, drew with the French, but he won't beat us. Goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, farewell, Kaiser Bill. Now Kaiser Billy had a row with old Lloyd George, and I don't know how. 'Twas hard to understand, no doubt. One spoke Welsh and the other spoke Kraut. Goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, farewell, Kaiser Bill. Now they want to kill old Kaiser Bill. The hangman swears he never will. Ask him why, and he will retort. His head's too big and his neck's too short. Goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, farewell, Kaiser Bill. When Lloyd George first saw Kaiser Bill, he laughed like a drain till he felt quite ill. Out through his hat there stuck this horn. Lloyd George prayed for a thunderstorm. Goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, farewell, Kaiser Bill. Now Billy's hat were a comical sight, a brass coal scuttle with a bloody great spike, ugliest creature ever born, square-headed, two-legged unicorn. Goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, farewell, Kaiser Bill. A mad assassin out to kill, fired 2 shots at Kaiser Bill. There is no need for alarm, went straight through his head and they done no harm. Goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, farewell, Kaiser Bill. The same assassin, Lord knows why, pulled his knife for a second try. He did not take the Kaiser's life. He struck his heart and snapped his life. Goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, farewell, Kaiser Bill. Now Kaiser Bill, he took a spin to see the sights from a Zeppelin. He should have took his hat off first. He craned his neck and the damn thing burst. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, farewell, Kaiser Bill. When Billy dies, it's hard to tell if he'll go up to heaven or down to hell. If he goes to heaven, then the Lord would grieve. If he went to hell, old Nick might leave. Goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, goodbye, Kaiser Billy. Oh, farewell, Kaiser Billy. There you go.
Oh, we've had some big finishes from you, Gaffer, tonight.
Oh,
Big
I
finishes.
Love a big finish.
Well, I got a piano tuner in the audience, and I thought I might learn something from my finishes.
That was ace. Wow, how many verses is that?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say most of them.
It varies, Helen.
It's great. Is that that's an old like music hall one, presumably then?
Oh, it would be, yeah.
I love songs
Only they
like
shut the musicals by the time it appeared, so
yeah,
but they didn't shut the world of folk, so we've still got that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Gaffer writes all this stuff himself, Helen.
Colin either.
Is that one of yours, Gaffer? He does write.
It is.
It is. There we are.
It is one of yours.
In the guise of.
In a
You'll be
disguise.
unsurprised to learn. Very
Yeah, he's a multi-talented man. He hasn't learned to shave yet. That's the problem.
They won't let him have sharp objects, I don't expect.
Well, there is that. Trouble is, when I didn't have this beard, I haven't seen me face since I left school. And when I looked in the mirror, I looked just like the Duke of York. And I thought, if I don't stop shaving as a matter of some urgency, I'll end up with someone who looks like that there Fergie. And it worked like a charm because my wife doesn't look anything like her.
I had you more pinned as a Marquis of Bath, really, especially with that shirt. He was a snappy dresser, and he's gone now. He could just move in with it on his. He had wifelets.
Yeah, got widowlets now, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
I think we're looking at pen friends blooming here between Llandudno and Canada, and lovely.
We are of a mind.
Right, well, thank God it's you to follow that, Helen, not me.
That enables me to mute Gaffer now. It's a pleasure, Gaffer. I'm muting you. Lovely.
I've been learning a lot of new songs recently, and I'm a big fan of the band Show of Hands. And there's a song that they do. It's not one of theirs. It's actually a song that was written by Jackson Browne. But I'm normally more of a traditional girl, but it plays on the traditional kind of theme of the crow as a harbinger of bad luck and a reporting of bad things and harbinger of death and doom and all that. So a load of you might know it. It's called Crow on the Cradle. The sheep's in the meadow, the cows in the corn. Now is the time for a child to be born. He'll laugh at the moon and he'll cry for the sun. And if it's a boy, he will carry a gun. Sang the crow on the cradle. And if it should be that your baby's a girl, never you mind if her hair doesn't curl. With rings on her fingers and bells on her toes, and a bomber above her wherever she goes, sang the crow on the cradle. Your mother and father, they'll scrimp and they'll save to build you a coffin and dig you a grave. But never mind, little one, never you weep, for we've got a toy that will put you to sleep, sang the crow on the cradle. Oh, bring me my shotgun and I'll shoot that crow dead. That's what your father and mother have said. Oh, crow on the cradle, what shall we do? Now there is a thing I must leave up to you, sang the crow on the cradle. Oh, crow on the cradle, the black and the white, somebody's baby is born for a fight. Oh, crow on the cradle, the white and the black, somebody's baby is not coming back, sang the crow on the cradle, sang the crow on the cradle. Find the price of freedom buried in the ground. Mother Earth will comfort you. Lay your body down. Sad.
Oh.
It's a sad one, isn't it?
Oh, I'm crying in my beer tonight, eh? Well, I'm not crying. I'm crying in my glass of water because I've got to have I thought I'd better have my wits about me tonight, seeing I'm sort of doing a bit of everything and mastering nothing. What else have you got for us there, Helen?
Well, since I thought I might do what one of my friends calls a traditional, like Gaffer. She calls it a traditional song. So she writes things, but they're traditional style. So traditional is the word that she made up for it. And I'm going to do my traditional one, which it doesn't really have a title. It ended up being called Strumpet. And my husband always calls it Strumpet Tune because I walk down the aisle to Trumpet Tune by Purcell. And so Neil always calls it Strumpet Tune. I don't think that's very polite, but anyway. Many's the time I've been called a poor sinner. Many's the day I've been branded a whore. Many's the night I have cried on my pillow as the last paying customer walked out the door. Many's the gambler giddy with winning and keen to make merry soon found himself poor. Many's the soldier whose sweetheart is married while he's away fighting on some foreign shore. Such are the troubles a man may encounter, such is the fickleness luck can display. One day a prince and the next day a pauper, one day in love and the next in dismay. But luck is a lady with fine airs and graces, her favors denied to a woman like me. A gutter-born strumpet, a cheap city harlot, may not know the pleasure of her company. I've bartered my virtue to men of all stations. For a penny or two you may do as you please. It's selling my body or to debtor's prison, who'd not do as I've done with choices like these. Many's the time I've been called a poor sinner, many's the day I've been branded a whore, many's the night I have cried on my pillow as the last paying customer walked out the door.
Oh, sorry, I was a bit slow off the mark there, unmuting myself, Helen. Lovely as always, Helen.
Thank you.
It's just great to hear you, and it's always especially great, and we've got all these singers. We've got one woman.
Am I the only one today?
Yeah, well, we may get Natalia from Moscow later. She don't usually, but it's probably getting a bit late even for her now.
Jan Jenkins gave us a quick turn earlier, didn't we?
Oh, good for her.
She gave us a little hint of what she's capable of.
Next week.
More next week then.
Next week.
She's holding her head in her hands.
I may have to love you and leave you soon because I've got to go pick 2 kayaks up shortly. So.
Kayaks?
Yeah.
Cool, blimey! You're not hunting for gold. You're not gone there for the gold rush. You're a bit late.
Yeah, I know, but you never know. Anyway, it's lovely for kayaking, so we'll go pick them up. I've got to go shortly, so I'll get to listen to a couple more. But then if you see me leaving, just give me a wave.
Are you any good on the kayaks, Helen?
Well, that's when I first came to Canada, was kayaking on holiday to see killer whales. It was the best thing ever.
Because we were in Cambodia on the Mekong this year, and we thought it was meant to be going downstream, so we thought, oh, this will be a piece of piss. You just sit there and go with the flow. And the first thing the fella says, we'd never been in a kayak before. He said, right, we've got to get across to the other side of the river. Well, it's like, you can hardly see it, it's so far. It's miles, and you're going through all these whirlpools. Oh, and we were crap.
The funniest thing was when we were kayaking when we first came on holiday here, and we're kayaking along, and I'm near the back of the group, sort of daddling around. I'd never been in a kayak before ever, and I'm in the sea, and I just went, would that be like a big ship behind us there? And everybody turned around and went, oh my God, quick! Paddle for the shore, because the cruise ships go through there to Alaska. If you get caught up in the current and you don't paddle hard, you're in Alaska.
All this exotic talk, I took my grandchildren to Dizeth Waterfalls yesterday. I'm just leveling things up a bit here. When we were in Cambodia.
They put us in a tandem canoe. I mean, kayak. If you want to break your marriage up, go in a tandem kayak. Because it starts heading off one way, and I'm saying, paddle left, and then you're paddling too much, paddle right, paddle. So we were zigzagging across.
It won't surprise you to know I'm a backseat driver, even in a kayak.
I worked at a teenagers' psychiatric unit for years, and we learnt kayaking down the Menai Straits.
Bloody hell.
And that was bad enough. When that tide comes through, you know it. Scared me to death. Good times, though.
Okay, it looks like it's me next.
It's you.
Oh, we're scraping the barrel, are we?
Hooray.
Yeah, we have reached the bottom of the barrel. I don't know if you can see this here, but there is a big sort of thing here on my face.
Yes, we can.
I'm saying nothing. I'm just going to say domestic violence. So here's a song about it. Julie Matthews.
Nose, John. You've had that nose all your life. You can't. You've just got it now.
wrong key. Start again. Edit that. I can hear the sound of your footsteps walking down the hall. Echo of the doors that slammed, shook a picture of the wall. Start the car up in the drive outside, you hit the pedal and you're gone. Leaving me seems so easy. Why bother coming home? Oh, how blue are Saturday nights. My lover's left me in tears again. Oh, how blue are Saturday nights. I'm on the rocks and rolling away. How you hate the sound of raised voices. How yours would raise when I'd start to cry. The trembling lips, the trembling fingers reached out to you to make your temple fly. I can't live here in this grey, grey world, too afraid to speak my mind. Leaving me seems so easy. Coming back is just a lie. Oh, how blue are Saturday nights. My lover's left me in tears again. Oh, how blue are Saturday nights. I'm on the rocks and rolling away. When you come home and the lights are all out, you'll stumble at the doorway till you turn them on. You'll stumble to the bedroom, bed will be empty. You'll look around the house and find me gone. You'll remember all those silent moments, they'll be ringing in your ears. There won't be voices raised tonight, maybe tears. Oh, how blue are Saturday nights. Your lover's left you in tears. Oh, how blue are Saturday nights. You're on the rocks and I'm rolling away. You're on the rocks and I'm
John, your guitar's very loud and to the point of distortion. I didn't want to stop you, but before you go into the next one, when we did the sound check, maybe it wasn't plugged in fully because it's very, very much louder than when we did the sound check.
Right. We'll try that. I've whacked it down a bit. What am I doing there?
Mind you, we could still hear your voice. That's the trouble.
Yeah. Right. How's that?
It's quiet. It's not distorted and it's quieter than it was, but it possibly wants to go a tiny notch further down compared to your voice. We love to hear the words, you see. I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
Sonny, don't go away. I'm here all alone. That is a sailor who never comes home. Nights are so long, silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired, I'm not all that strong. Sonny lives on the farm in a wide open no space. Kick off your shoes, stay out of the race. Lay down your head by a soft riverbed. Sunny always remembers the words mommy said. Sunny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. That is a sailor who never comes home. Nights are so long, silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired and not all that strong. Sonny works on the farm, though he's barely a man. Not much to do, does what he can. Sits by the window, room on the step, watching the waves gently lap up the pier. Sunny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. That is a sailor who never comes home. Nights are so long, silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired and not all that strong. Many years have passed on, Sonny's old and alone. That is a sailor, he never came home. Sometimes he wonders what his life might have been, but from the grave, mommy still haunts his dream. Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. That is a sailor who never comes home. Nights are so long, silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired, not all that strong. Sonny, don't go away.
Oh, delightful.
Right, there we are. That's the halfway point.
At which point I must say goodbye.
Oh, lovely to see you again, Helen.
And lovely to spend time with you all. Thank you very much. I always enjoy it so much.
Good night, Helen.
Good night.
Night, night.
See you on
Good
Tuesday.
afternoon, Helen.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I might see other John. I might see you on Tuesday at Dragon's Breath. So.
That'll be good.
Oh,
All right.
Ta-da now.
See you later. Bye, chaps.
Good night, good day, good afternoon, whatever.
Good afternoon.
Oop, she's gone. Who haven't we spoken to? Who haven't
We haven't spoken to Aussie John. He might have some gags for us.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He's moved.
To go as well.
We've had a couple of dropouts. I'm going to ask him to unmute so he can give us his dulcet tones. Denby by way of Canberra, is it? I'm not sure. Are you unmuted, John?
No.
Can you hit that button? He's asleep.
He's shaking
He's
his head.
asleep.
I think it
He's
means
fast
piss
asleep.
off and leave me alone. Yeah, okay. Right, who else haven't we? We haven't heard much of Medna tonight.
Oh no, well, it'll be Liverpool, 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 won't it? Obviously. What?
We still can't hear you, Edna. You're not unmuted.
I'm trying. I've asked her.
I'm
Oh,
taking
there we
my
are.
shirt with me to Liverpool because that's when we get the cup. While I'm there. So
You weren't
we'll all
you weren't
celebrate.
good enough to beat the mighty Burnley, were you? Eh? Eh?
They've got nothing to play for now. They've won them all.
Oh, pissed on your chips there. That was your 100% home record gone. Yeah, pissed on your chips well and true.
I know.
What did you say you've got to play for? Notting?
Nothing to play for.
Notting. Okay.
Nothing.
That's fine. Just checking.
Nothing. I
Oh,
can't.
lovely.
No, that's great. That's great. Tell you.
Real posh is to it.
I can talk posh.
Oh, you. I bet you do that on special occasions, does she, Stuart? Does she? Hey, know what I mean? Know what I mean?
He's very
Right.
good at special occasions, he said that.
Right. Okay. It's 10 to 10. I think we have time for one each, and we're going to include Roger this half. So, Blur, Mike, John Warburton, Colin.
Oh, right.
Gwyn, Dave Heitch, Alan Gaffer. Alan. No. We'll put Roger in after John. So Mike, John, Roger, Colin, and then I'll catch up with you all later.
So, after John Warburton, we've got Roger.
Yes.
And then Colin.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And the rest is as was, except for Helen, who's moved on. She's collecting. I mean, that's it. She lives on an island off the west of Canada, and she says, just drops into the chat. I got to go because I'm picking up a couple of kayaks. Different world.
Oh, she was ice hole fishing last week, I think, wasn't she?
Ice hole? Is that what you heard? Terrible.
Right.
You're a bad influence on me.
Okay, it's Mike. I'm shutting up.
Oh, is he? Yeah, he's with us. He's with us.
Yeah, I'm there. I think you'll find Dave Heitch's left us. So he's off your list. Yeah.
Is he a Methodist?
What?
I can say that because I'm a Welsh Presbyterian actually. But anyway, I'll shut up.
Never mind. Perhaps you'll get over it. Yeah. It's this song is it's called A Sailor's Life, and it's all about a sailor, and of course his life. This is a song Brian used to do when we used to see Brian. I borrowed it. I borrowed it for a while. A sailor's life is a merry life. He robs young girls of their heart's delight, leaving them behind to weep and mourn, never knowing when they will return. There's 24 all in a row, and my love cuts the finest show. He's proper tall, genteel withal, and if I'll not have him, I'll have none at all. Oh, Father, build me a bonny boat, that on the ocean I may float, and every queen ship that we pass by, I will inquire for my sailor boy. They had not been long on the deep, when a queen ship they chanced to meet. You sailors all, pray tell me true, does my sweet William sail among your crew? Oh no, fair maid, he is not here, we did lose sight of your sailor boy. She wrung her hands and she tore her hair, just like a young girl in great despair, and her little boat on the rocks did run. How can I live now my sweet William is gone? A sailor's life is a merry life. He robs young girls of their heart's delight, leaving them behind to weep and mourn, never knowing when they will return. That's it, yeah.
Oh, that was far better than Brian's version.
Thank you very much. I'll make sure he hears that.
Far better. Great.
Litigation may follow, of course.
No. Right.
He'll have to turn up to do it, won't he?
It's John. Oh, before we go to John, Ash is there. Have you got anything for us, Ash, tonight? We can't hear you.
Wake up, Ash.
Ash.
He's lazy.
I'm unmuted. I'm still doing my homework, I'm afraid.
Oh, that appears to be an excuse to me.
Yeah.
I know loads of parts of songs, but not. I need to learn a whole song.
You've got some good support in the background.
Oh,
there.
right. And that's why I'm up against, you see.
Go and give that woman a slap.
We are so looking forward to when you take the plunge and say it's ready. You don't. It doesn't. Listen. It doesn't have. It's a folk club. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know.
Start and end, though, doesn't it?
A beginning and end. That's always
part of a verse.
Beginning and end, and I do like a middle as well.
Oh, yeah, I forget about the middle, you see.
Well, you've got the luxury on Zoom. You can put the words in front of you, and nobody knows except when your eyes keep following it like this. You know.
Well, I did that last time.
Yeah. Anyway, when you're ready. When you're ready, Ash.
Moving on to John.
Right, thank you very much. I was once told by my music teacher at school, when my voice broke, I did do solo soprano between the ages of 10 and 12, I suppose. And when my voice broke, he said, John, he said, you've got a voice somewhere between a lovely contralto and a good voice for shouting coal. So I think I've stayed with that. I sometimes hear myself and think, you missed that note, didn't you? But there we are. If Mr. Dylan can do it, so can I. This is a song about writing songs. I wrote this about 2010, I suppose. But... I'm looking for that elusive song. No, I'm not. Start again. I'm looking for that elusive tune. Got to pin it down 'cause it's somewhere in this room. May seem daft, it may seem absurd. Got to find a melody, got to find the words, okay. I'm looking for that elusive verse. Really getting desperate, the need is getting worse. If I don't find it, that'll really be a curse. So where is it? Where's the tune and words, okay? When I find it, I'll bind it and wrap it up because it's new. Maybe something, it may be nothing, but I'll sing it just for you. I'm looking for that elusive song. Hope the words will scan and it doesn't come out wrong. Cannot be too short, cannot be too long. That's it, finished, that's a binding song. Okay, 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 okay. Hey, thank you.
Is Carol off the phone, off the Skype yet, or she's still yakking?
Yeah, she's still up there. I
God,
can hear her.
How can they go on for so long?
I wish I knew.
Right, oh, it's Roger. Roger, where I can't see
Oh,
on the
yeah.
screen. Where's Roger?
Now that's a hat. You have to be a folkie with a hat like that.
Hello, right, I've unmuted myself. Right, last week Nick Jackson kindly pointed out that I had introduced him to the works of Ivor Biggin. Ivor Biggin, many of you will remember as the composer of masterpieces like I'm a Wanker and Mr. Felicio, the Ice Cream Man. Nick did Ivor Biggin's monologue, The Charabanc Trip. And so I thought I would repay the compliment this week, but he's not here. The one about the visit to the zoo, it's called The Other Educated Monkey. Oh, it'll show its age a little bit. There's references in there that shows it was written in the 70s. So I've tried to update it a bit, including what you're going to witness tonight, which is the world premiere of a new word. It was invented midweek by The Guardian to describe our government, which it describes as a oligarchy. In fact, you're going to witness the very first appearance of a new word since then. I'm going to use the adjectival form of it, which I don't think anybody's used in the word since yet. The Other Educated Monkey by Ivor Biggin. My mother likes family reunions. Last Sunday, my sister came calling with her husband Keith as all kneecaps and teeth, and young Billy, who's simply appalling. He's about as much fun as cystitis. He's a foul-mouthed, vindictive young dodger. But my mum said, "Here you, take the child to the zoo." And young Billy said, "Thanks, Uncle Roger." Well, 3 miles later, he got on the bus. He had 4 sausage rolls in the train, a cornet or 2, and he puked in the queue for the zoo and was hungry again. So I showed him the llamas, the seals and iguanas, the ocelot, wombat and stoat. With a nose full of finger, he seemed reluctant to linger. In fact, he weren't interested in out. I said, "Oh, what a drag you are. Come and look at the jaguar." And the panda, it seems almost human. He said, "That's no small surprise. The black rings round its eyes make it look a bit like Gary Newman." I remembered the story of Albert, who was ate by a lion, so it's told. So I left little William by the tiger's pavilion, and round to the monkeys I strolled. There was one great big monkey who sat by himself. I mused, is he chimp or gorilla? As he basked in the sun, he sat munching a bun and reading the Daily Mirror. I looked at the monkey and he looked at me. There was nobody there but us two. I winked and he winked, and I waved and he waved, and he looked and he said, "I know you." I said, "Hang on a minute, here's a cage and you're in it and you're talking." And the monkey said, "Aye. Tell me, how do you do it?" He said, "Son, there's nought to it, but I don't do it much because I'm shy." I said, "Hey, by heck, does the keeper know you can talk?" He said, "Nay, lad, and one thing's for sure, he's not going to neither, or he'll just take a breather." Sorry, neither. Or he'll just take a breather and leave me to conduct guided tour. But a monkey that talks. It's fantastic, I said. Let me tell the whole world right away. You could be a celebrity and meet Russell Harty. You'd be famous. But the monkey said, nay, I've seen quite sufficient of that there outside world. On a TV the keeper installed. You can stick your so-called culture up the oviduct of a vulture, because I don't think much to it at all. I've seen quite sufficient. Oh, we've done that. Mind you, I never thought much of the jungle as such, dark and steamy and pissing wet through. So one day I thought, I've had enough. I'll write to David Attenborough. And I finished up here in the zoo. I've got 6 wives, a warm cage, 3 dinners, the papers. I'm happy and safe from the hunters. And here it is grand to crap in your hand and fling it through bars at the punters. I eat when I'm hungry, I drink when I'm dry, pull my pudding when I feel so inclined. It's a real gravy train, but I can't say the same for the world that you buggers designed. Injustice, corruption, pollution, Max Bygraves, intolerance and capitalist enslavement, Downing Street's oligarchic resident, and horror show president, and poodle crap all over the pavement. Jehovah's sodding witnesses banging on door, mopeds that sound like a stooker, Australians who wander around pissed and chunder on the table when you're trying to play snooker, jumped up computer salesmen who call you sir when what they mean really is twat, kids who crayon on cars. I piss through the bars of the whole bloody miserable lot. Far away from the rabble, we sit and play Scrabble and drink a nice Darjeeling brew. We do amateur Gilbert and Sullivan, a philosophical discussion or two. I might put at my feet and idly complete the crossword the keeper can't do. Of course, during the day we put on a show for the public, you know, wanking and defecation. But when they've all pissed off home and we're left on our own for an evening of fun and recreation, we do pottery, kung fu, darts and yoga, charabanc trips on holidays and high days, or we go round in gangs to the orangutans because it's wife swapping Wednesdays and Fridays. And then he looked past me and he swiveled his eyes and he whispered, hey up, don't say out. But coming in view was my little nephew, and I went and shook him warmly by the throat. Look at that funny monkey, said William. Weren't the tigers hungry, I replied, and gripping his mitt, which was covered in jam, I led the young hooligan outside. Now, it could have been my imagination, because it had been a long afternoon, but did I hear a voice say as we wandered away, "Ta-ra, lad, see thee soon." Now, all the way back I was thinking, when I got home I'd made up my mind. Life's a pain in the dong, and I'm sure I don't belong in a world that I never designed. So I'm buying a fursuit and a ladder, and I'm certain for once and for all, I'm leaving behind this world's weary grind, and I'm hopping in over the wall. So next time you pay a visit to your relatives down in the zoo, look around carefully and you'll probably see 1 or 2 of them looking at you. And you might even find there's 2 special monkeys, and who knows, it happened could be that the one of them reading the mirror is him and the one trying to play the banjo is me.
Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, brilliant delivery, Roger. Stunning delivery.
Oh.
You know, I learned it 30 years ago and I've never used it until tonight.
Well done, that man. I like a good cry, but I do like a good laugh.
Yeah, wasted 30 years, Roger.
Yeah, wasted years, yeah.
Wow.
Right. Oh, God. Oh, Colin's got to follow that now.
I've unmute. There we are. He's unmuted. He's armed with a concertina. Just remember, he's armed.
Melodian.
Not melodian. Oh, he swapped over. Right. He's diatonic anyway.
This song, you've got to use your imagination. You've got to imagine that I'm a reasonably attractive middle-aged woman. So if you want to turn off I'll turn off the video to, if you wish. You probably know, many of you may well know the song 7 Nights Drunk. Well, this is a version from the woman's point of view. As I came home on a Friday night, bouquets I found to my delight. Carnation roses in full bloom, fragrance sent throughout the room. I'll ask my hubby who sent this lot when he gets home from the pub half-card. But in all the years that I've been wed, my dreams lay buried in my bed. Next morning, wilting in a glass, were buttercups and a blade of grass. As I came home on a Tuesday eve, there on the table, I believe, champagne on ice and caviar, an enormous Panama cigar. I'll tell my hubby just what he's missed when he gets home from the pub half pissed. But in all the years that I've been wed, my dreams lay buried in my bed. Next morning I had to get to grips with crushed beer cans, fag ends, cold chips. After Wendy's meet of working wives, I thought I saw there in the drive a brand new Jaguar so clean, the smartest car I've ever seen. I'll ask my hubby, could this be mine when he gets home at closing time? But in all the years that I've been wed, my dreams lay buried in my bed. Next morning there was a different vista, a rusting clapped out Ford Fiesta. After Thursday, after the WI, I thought on the hall stand I did spy a smartest hat, a soft mink coat, a silk scarf to wrap around my throat. I'll ask my hubby, is this for me when he gets home from his boozing spree? But in all the years that I've been wed, my dreams lay buried in my bed. Next morning, where finery was before, his coat and muffler on the floor. On Friday, after the parish meeting, the house seemed warm with central heating. Our radiators glowing new, no more freezing in the loo. I'll ask my hubby, could this be ours when he gets home well after hours? But in all the years that I've been wed, my dreams lay buried in my bed. Next morning, no matter where I roam, next morning, matter where I roam, the same old smelly paraffin stove. On Saturday, after the jumble sale, I thought I saw there in the mail tickets to sail the world around, for us to spend £10,000. I'll tell my hubby we're going cruising when he gets home from his all-day boozing. But in all the years that I've been wed, my dreams lay buried in my bed. Next morning, all I caught sight on, news vouchers for a trip to Brighton. On Sunday when I went to church, I swore I'd leave him in the lurch. I'll make my dreams come true at last, leave behind my dreary past. I'll write a note to tell my hubby when he gets home from the pub. He'll find me missing from the bed I rue the very day I wed. For life on luxury I hanker, I'll run away with a merchant banker.
I was worried on that last line there.
I didn't know where it was going.
You had different ideas for the last line.
Right, where are we now? Oh, we're Gwyn.
Oh, I'll do him now. I'll do him.
He's gesticulating, he's picking
He's
up his...
done.
He has his instrument of pleasure in his hands.
Second-hand instrument.
Oh.
Others have pleasured it before me. Story of my life, in fact.
I should have sold him a duffer. I sold him my best one. Well, second best.
Now, whenever great things happen in life, songs are written about them. And when 9/11 happened in America, the planes crashing into the Twin Towers, this is the song that the fabulous Jonathan Richmond wrote about it. And it's called You're Crazy for Taking the Bus, because for a certain period of time, all planes were grounded in America and you had to get around on a bus. And Americans don't like, if you've been to America and got on a Greyhound, you realize there's a class thing about riding on the Greyhound. There's a welfare gal and a drunk caloot, and nobody's wearing a three-piece suit. You meet folks this way, you don't meet while flying. You take the plane, I'll take the bus this time. Well, the welfare gal and a drunken cuss and Pepsi cans rolling round the bus. Newspapers, dirt and grit, and yes, you get slime. You take the plane, I take the bus this time. And what do you get when you're on that bus? You get Salt Lake City, everybody off. Salt Lake City, everybody off, with Elko, Wells and Reno down the line. You take the plane, I take the bus this time. Man, you're crazy for taking the bus. I'm crazy, so what's the fuss? 2 whole days on a stinking bus? Yes, but I sleep fine. You take the plane, I take the bus this time. 'Cause they don't want my name, and I don't want their baggage claim. My old guitar is sitting right where I am. You take the plane, I take the bus this time. You got an old fat man in an old tank top, the Wendover casino stop. Wener, Mooka, Wells and Anaheim. You take the plane, I take the bus this time. Salt Lake City, everybody off. Salt Lake City, everybody off, with Elko, Wells and Reno down the line. You take the plane, I take the bus this time. And they tell me, you're crazy for taking the bus. I'm crazy, so what's the fuss? 2 whole days on a stinking bus? Yes, and I feel fine. You take the plane, I take the bus this time. You take the plane, I take the bus this time. Yeah, there we go.
Very nice, Quinn. Very nice.
Yes.
He's becoming something of a cult figure. I'm saying that very carefully.
Yeah,
That was a bit like merchant banker thing there.
Yeah, I've yearned to be a cult. I've worked hard at it. Yes, yeah.
There are people in Prion still talking about you before you left the place.
I see people from Prion. Friends I was in junior school with. Now, I've got friends from the cities who are amazed that I still know people I went to junior school with, and are still in correspondence with them and still meet up occasionally. You know, I usually end up buying the beer, by the way.
Excellent. Well, I'll meet with you next time then and pretend I'm from Prion.
It's you, Alan. Don't turn yourself off.
I haven't turned myself off. I need to turn something on. I have a monolithic. I need to switch it on because it's got. Yeah, it's all right. I'm just talk amongst yourselves, except you're muted, of course. You're all muted except John. And I'll just do a little diddle. And I hope I'll remember some of the words, if not all of them, to this lovely Cornish song. Cornish people were Welshmen who turned left at the Avon Havren at the River Severn, but they had more stamina than the Devonians. The Devonians got somewhere quite nice and stopped. Devonians. You see, I know these things, Devonians.
I thought that was a geological term.
A geological thing, it must be, yeah. I hope
Devonians are size, though.
Oh, well, you could ask Colin. We could have a debate about this if Colin would like to chip in, and I'd have to unmute him, but my hands are busy.
Are you doing this in your very dodgy Cornish accent?
Yes. I'm not a Devonian.
I could try my... Can you hear the accordion?
Spot on, yeah.
You want more accordion?
No.
Somebody once said to me, there's no such thing as more accordion. No. I'll try not to use any kind of accent other than the one that is a result of me broutings up. Most of the notes were in that little introduction. Okay. My sweetheart, come along, I'll sing you a song. The notes of the nightingale flow. In the warm-up, when we were just doing our sound checks, I did explain that it's very rare to find nightingales that have a name. And this one's Florence, and it shortened to Flo, and it comes in the song. My sweetheart, come along, I'll sing you a song. The notes of the nightingale flow. You will hear the fun tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below. As she sings in the valley below. Pretty Betsy, don't fail, I'll carry your pail safe home to your cot as we go. Tra-la-la, you will hear the fun tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley, come on, below. As she sings in the valley below.
Pray let me alone, I have hands of my own, and with you, sir, I'll not go, tra-la-la, but to hear the fun tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below, as she sings in the valley below. Pray sit yourself down with me on the ground, on these banks where the primroses grow. You will hear the fun tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below, as she sings in the valley below. So she sat herself down with him on the ground, on the banks where the primroses grow. Tra-la-la, she's no longer afraid for to walk in the shade or to sit in the valley below, or to sit in the valley below. There's a bit of a dirty bit that I left out there, but we're all adults, aren't we? Now, so she sat herself down with him on the ground, on the banks where the primroses grow, and she heard the fond tale of his sweet nightingale as he sang in her valley below, as she sang in the valley below. Then the couple agreed and were married with speed, and soon to the church they did go. Ding dong! She's no longer afraid for to walk in the shade or to sit in the valley below, or to sit in the valley below. You will hear the fun tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below, as she sings in the valley below. Thank you. There we are. That's Smoking the Neighbours.
Shift of the clogs up wax there.
Yeah. Well, the neighbours round here need a bit of waking up at this time of the night. They've all got televisions in their bedrooms. They're off to bed about 7:30, you know.
Well, they're watching porn, aren't they?
Well, of course. I couldn't possibly comment. Neighbours may be watching the recording. Thank you. I disassociate myself from the last remark. I'm going to mute myself for fear of litigation.
Right. Oh, it's a real Cornishman next. We've got Gaffer back. Oh yes, he's back with us now. He's in vocal mode.
Yeah, we were explaining that's a sweet nightingale is a very tasty bird indeed. We were explaining in the same warm-up that it's quite right that nightingales are sweet and they're not quite as salty as seagulls. This song, unfortunately, I have had to do some redaction, not quite Bowdlerized, but this is from the 16th century, in a days when, well, sexuality was very, very binary. And there is one word in it which I think might now be offensive. So, instead of singing the offensive word, I propose to fart. And the remainder of the words will be, as was the fashion of singing back in the 16th century.
If we promised, do you accept empty promises? If we promised to edit the redacted word out, would you tell us what the redacted word would have been if you hadn't redacted it?
A poet of your natural talent will undoubtedly have worked it out, but you may feel you have to edit out the fart.
It's lovely. Thank you.
It's about King Philip II, and unfortunately that Philip of Spain and he lost his navy, as you probably know. And it's not been a lucky name, because Philip III lost 7 cities in Chile, and Philip IV lost Portugal, and Philip V lost Gibraltar and Minorca. Very careless bunch, these Philips, and Philip VI is now running Spain and is going precious close to losing Catalonia unless he sorts his act out. And I wouldn't be heartbroken at all if he were to lose it. Wasn't his in the first place, I say. There we go. Quite a short chorus, so we sing it twice between verses. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English to make you wish you never was King of Spain. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. I never wanted to fight, but you must defend your right to wear fine lace around your face and prance around in tights. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never were King of Spain. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never were King of Spain. I decided to get tough. I said, enough's enough. Queen called me a great fairy, and Drake called me a... Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. I decided to invade the English renegade till a spoil sport called Palmer thought he'd come and put me straight. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Now Britain, I have found, has water all around, and if you were to march on her, your arm would bleed and drown. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. What admirals have we got? To be honest, not a lot. There's one that's dead, there's 5 that's fled, and the rest all got the trots. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. There's one, I must admit, hardly ever left Madrid. His name's Medina Sidonia, but his mates all call him Sid. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Ah, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. I never sail with him. His reputation's grim. You'd have to be daft to get on his craft unless you learnt to swim. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. In Flanders I shall wait beside the Dover Strait. That's just 20 miles that imbecile will have to navigate. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish I never was King of Spain. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Up the Channel Sid did go. He sailed past Plymouth, oh, where Francis Drake and some of his mates was having a game of bowls. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish, oh, you never was King of Spain. But after Sid shot past, he realised at last, and loud he cursed, he'd no reverse, and the wind was up his arse. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Who be the King of Spain? The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. In Calais roads he hid. But guess what Sir Francis did? These bumboats came and burst in flames and headed straight for Sid. Oh, be the King of Spain. The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Who'd be the King of Spain? The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Now, Sid was never so thick as to fall for such a trick. His anchors just got left to rust and the Armada pissed off quick. Who'd be the King of Spain? The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Who'd be the King of Spain? The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Sid realised too late another great mistake. He lost the plot and overshot, and up his arse was Drake. Who'd be the King of Spain? The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Who'd be the King of Spain? The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Now poor Parma stood aghast as the Armada shot straight past. So he authorised the sherry supply and the army got rat-assed. Who'd be the King of Spain? The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of Spain. Who'd be the King of Spain? The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never was King of a Spain. Oh, take pity on my plight. I've lost the will to fight. Me navy's sunk, me army's drunk, and I've laddered all me tights. Who'd be the King of Spain? The English, they make you wish you was King of Spain. Who'd be the King of Spain? The English are a pain. The English, they make you wish you never had been King of a Spain.
I think you
Sensational
should really
endings this evening from Gaffer John, don't you think?
You should choose, Gaffer, between the refrain and the chorus, possibly.
Gaffer. I repeated the end of the entire refrain, didn't I?
Gaffer, just for the record, can you confirm that that was a real fart?
I want one! I want one!
The redactophone.
Oh, fabulous. John, we should just spend a little bit of the folk club's money and get one of those for I'm just redacted that. Yeah, I'll retract actually that suggestion. Sorry, stupid suggestion.
Yeah, I think Sheila might take a bit of convincing to dip in the pocket for that one.
She's elsewhere. She's watching repeats of EastEnders and things at the moment. But she may see the recording and litigation may follow.
Right, okay. We're actually past the witching hour, but we were all right for 5 minutes. So it's down to me to finish up tonight. So normally we have a nice jolly little song to finish up, but we've got this one instead. Of all the money that I had, I spend it in good company, and of all the harm that ever I've done, alas, it was to none but me. All I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass, falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not. I'll softly rise and gently call, good night and joy be with you all. And if I had money enough to spend and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town who sorely has my heart beguiled. The rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own she has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll softly rise, gently call, good night and joy be with you all. Well, good night, and
Very nice, very
we hope
nice
to
indeed.
see you all next week, and it will be lovely if Colin could come up again.
Oh, it'd be nice, very nice, very
And
nice.
enjoyed
thanks
you
very much,
enormously.
Not sure whether I'll
Colin.
be there next Friday, but I'll certainly be along again at some point.
Thank you, Colin.
That's
Thank
great.
you for joining us.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for
And
making
thanks
me
everybody
welcome.
else who's joined in and contributed tonight.
And everybody who knows me, that's what you're supposed to say, John. When you're doing, you got 30 seconds, and it's everybody who knows me. It's been a lovely night.
Good night to everyone.
Thank you all and good night.
And God bless.
May see you Tuesday.
Yes, we'll see you Tuesday, hopefully, John.
That's
Good night,
great.
everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night,
Mary
Grandma.
Ellen.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, Mary. Morning, Grandma.